to the channel, please comment, like, and subscribe. Guys, I have got this from Level Cardiologist over on GRB Snark. You guys have to listen to it. I know it's long, but it is Big Sheena giving excuses on why she doxes everybody. Not only that, she also gives a reason for why Gypsy called Ryan 8 times in a row. And of course, it's an innocent thing. But guys, it's very important for you to listen to this. That way you can see their mentality.
Sheena's so. Hey, Sheena.
I don't know what's going on with. Is she up?
Being summoned, Rogie. I'm kidding. I just want to clarify one thing. I don't have a lot of time. I want to clarify why Ryan was contacted, okay? Gypsy got this message. It was weird and it was borderline creepy. And so she called Ryan to ask him if it was him. Ken was there with her. Ken was aware. They share those things with each other because that's how they choose to go forward. But that is why she called Ryan. It wasn't behind Ken's back. It wasn't for any nefarious reason. But if he's sending texts like that, they needed to know if it was him or if it was someone else. Because
why didn't she just message him or email him?
She called him 8 times. She could have said
yes. She called him 8 times in a row. He did not answer, and so she just didn't call back. But Ken was there. Ken was aware. They share that with each other because that's how they choose to move forward in their relationship now. So I just want to clarify that.
So that's what I said I wasn't going to discuss, guys, because I didn't know. I knew that with everything Sheena just said. I just said I didn't want to discuss it because I didn't know if that was. Yeah. And that's private, confidential information for me.
Excessive. She could have sent one text message and then been done with it.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda, dang. We all handle things differently.
Well,
we just do.
Sheena,
we're different.
Miss Sheena, you know me. We don't have no problem. So let me ask you this question.
Sure.
Why would she send a picture of her baby to Ryan? What was the point of doing that?
Back then, I think things were a little different in her head, and she wanted to humanize that baby to Ryan because Ryan was trying to use, I believe, I need to be careful with what I say because I don't want anything I say to be twisted. As a bargaining chip. He was using the baby as a bargaining chip. And I think she was trying to say, look, this is a child, a baby, a real person, to humanize her to him. And because when you've never seen that baby, you don't have a connection to that baby, and you're using it as a bargaining chip, I think she thought that would make a difference.
Sheena, she sent some pictures of herself, though.
You have to understand, listen, and this is what people forget. Gypsy is still learning things that we learned in our teens and our early 20s, and she's still going to make mistakes, and all she can do is learn from them and not repeat them moving forward.
All right.
You know,
Miss Sheena, let me ask you a question, because sure. You brought up a very beautiful point. So as she's trying to learn mistakes. Yes, ma'am. But you said that she's gonna make mistakes. She didn't have the upbringing that we have to go through, ups and downs, whatever. Correct. So with that being said, wouldn't that make her more dangerous because she calculated all these different avenues to delete her mom? Right.
No, and I'm gonna tell you, Jay. We've had deep conversations that are very private between us, but I will say this. If people think that she is not profoundly remorseful for the way things happen, they're just dead wrong and they don't know her. You know, someone made the point to Rogie, about him only knowing her after prison and this, that, and the other. Well, you know, you guys didn't know her when she was in prison, so you can't say what she thought, felt, or any of that stuff.
No, but what she puts out publicly now, we can comment on.
And let me clarify. Rogie may have physically met her at the book signing, but Rogie had built a relationship with her before they met. He had been talking to her, communicating with her. So he didn't just show up and, hey, hi, Gypsy Rose, it's me, Rogie, and shake hands. They knew each other before that book signing. Rogie's known her a long time. He lives right down the stinking road from her parents, you know?
Sheena, can I ask you a serious question about yourself?
Sure.
Why do you dox?
I doxed that lady that put out the baby's medical records because I wanted everyone on this app to know who she was. I thought it was disgusting and something that we should not stand for, and I own it full chest. Speaking of which, as of today,
What about Tammy? What you did to Tammy?
the person who, hold on a second, the person who did that has been identified and turned over to the Attorney General as of today.
Yeah, but just because you think it's okay doesn't mean that it is okay, and it's still illegal in the eyes of the law, no matter what your reasoning is.
I don't care.
I understand that you don't care, but
I don't care.
So you doxed because you don't
to do
care.
the same thing because for the same
That
reason.
is the only person I have ever doxed in my life. And
At the moment.
What about Tammy? What about Tammy?
I own it. I didn't dox Tammy.
What about the Karma Collector? What's going on with Naomi? You guys are acting. It's crazy.
I didn't dox Karma Collector. None of us did. He doxed himself, if you want to be honest. He put his name out on one of his, I don't know if he was live or in a video. I can't remember. He put his full name out there. He came onto TikTok under his full name in the beginning. His full name is on all his social media accounts. Natasha Cooper said his name on the live the other night. So, I mean, how did we dox that man? I know his address. I know his phone number. I know his email address.
You shouldn't be.
I have blocked those out because those were for the authorities.
That's weird.
You should not be proud of that. And the only person who
I'm
really
very proud of that because
should
those
say
got
that they
turned
have
over
the
to the authorities.
information
That's
is the person who is affected. You're not affected.
You're
by
not.
it. It's not your
Look,
fucking baby.
You're
Sheena,
not
you know-
defending Karma
Baby.
Collector.
Hold
The
on,
fact is, you hate Gypsy, and that's
No,
what
I
this
don't
is
hate
about.
anybody.
And
I
you
don't hate
That's what
everybody
this is
on
about.
the planet.
It
on.
is
You love
about.
Nobody.
It is about the hate for Gypsy to where
I
you
don't
can't
hate
What about
see.
the love for Gypsy? What about the love
hate
for Gypsy?
Gypsy.
You guys
You
love
can't
her
see.
so much that you're
You
willing
can't
to
see
risk
past
other
your
people's-
feelings to see that her child is worthy of being safe. That man said on a video, if anybody sees Gypsy and that baby, they need to snatch her.
Wait,
So
I have,
why-
okay,
you
Sheena, I
think
have a
it's safe?
question.
Talking
Come on,
about it
Stephanie,
on
come back
the
up later,
internet
okay?
instead of talking about it with the police. Why are we
Stephanie,
on
let
the
me make
internet
room.
doxing people instead of going
Exactly.
to the police and
It has
giving them
gone
the
to the
information?
police.
Where's
It
the
is all
police
to the
report?
police.
It
You
should have
put out
gone to the
all of his
police and ended
information.
there,
Hold
Sheena.
on.
It
You
shouldn't
put
have
out
gone
all the
past
police
reporting the
information. Where's the police
This
report?
man put out
Where's
my
the police
medical
report?
record, or excuse me, this man
Where's
put
the
out my
police
arrest
report?
record, which is
Where's the police
fine,
report?
and
You're putting
sat
out
there
all
and
his
says,
information. Where's
so
the
he
police
can
report
dox
at?
me, and that's okay, right? He can dox me.
No,
That's cool.
that's not
He did.
okay.
He did.
Information.
He did.
Okay, guys, can I ask Sheena a question?
Yes.
Such bullshit, man.
So I don't go
It's
on
a double
panels.
standard. I understand that.
Two wrongs don't make a right. That's the,
Yes, they
that's
do. In my book, they do, Dank.
Your
They
whole
always
All
do.
right, all right, all
is a
right.
double
Let
standard,
us talk,
Sheena.
and I'm almost
I have a
about done with
question
this.
for Sheena.
Sure.
So I don't go on panels, as you know. I have a question about the doxing, and so I guess I'm coming at it as a pretty low-level person that you guys doxed. And here's my question. So I, to this day, Sheena, because you guys lured me into a panel, showed my real life face TikTok, showed my
Who are you?
So I'm Shannon.
I don't know who you are.
You don't. That's why every time I go into
you're the one
every
that
time
put the
I'm in
video
there
out
and you put
lying
my
on me.
real name.
Okay, you're the
Yeah,
one that
and
went
then you
after my child.
Talk first, and then you can talk. Just
doxed
wait.
my business
I didn't dox shit about you.
on a live panel, Sheena. And so to this day,
I
I
have
get
never doxed you.
some of the
Never.
weirdos from Bree's side, which, by the way, here's the thing. None of this had anything to do with Bree. It was about Gypsy. Never did I lie and say that I was pro or whatever. I was always anti. I had a little, very small following. Like, it's so, nobody even knows who Taylor Swift's opinion is, Sheena.
Okay.
But you guys had to bring
Okay.
me into a live, correlate my personal, my actual business name, set it in a live panel, and all the weirdos that are in that community to this day still call. If they, I'm rarely on here anymore, but if I'm in here talking, you better believe the next day one of my stores is going to get a call. Wow. So I have a question as to why that was necessary. I'm not anybody. I have 1,300 followers and 30,000 likes. No threat to Gypsy whatsoever.
Okay. I've let you talk. Now, let me speak, okay? Okay, first of all, you are the one who took part of our live where we were laughing at Katie.
No, it was sent to me, Sheena. I told you that. It was sent to me.
And made it sound like I was making fun of my autistic child.
It was sent to me.
When we were, well, you're the one that put it out, okay?
Yeah, it was funny.
Okay. It's funny because you were all over on our side acting like big old buddies and then going behind this
You know when it changed?
and putting
You know
out
when it
shit
changed?
about us.
When you did what you did to Becca
Scoops. Is what it is. I don't know your business name. I don't know your phone number. I don't know any of that stuff. Never cared to know. And I don't remember anybody putting that out.
Rachel, I remember the live like it was yesterday. Amelia lured me in. It was you. It was Planny, Rachel, Bree, everybody.
You got called
and
out.
You put out my profile of my real life world, my boss bitch one that I would go in and out. There were screenshots of me and Morbid's comments. And then you put in the Taylor Swift's opinion that is zero threat to Gypsy. Like I'm not a creator. I'm not monetized. I actually paid to get that word out about this girl. And I was such a threat that you needed to put out my legal name and my business in a small community in Washington State. What threat was I?
Okay, let me answer to that. Okay, you fucked with my child and lied on me and my child. First of all,
I was sent a clip, and you said it was hilarious, and you called him.
And I don't remember any shit being put out about you. I to this day only know your first name. That's it. You got called out because you were playing games, trying to be a Russian spy, being on both sides, putting out shit about us, but sitting over there in our lives wanting to be our buddy and all that good stuff. You got called and called out.
You're hilarious.
That's the truth of it.
I was watching Bree before she allowed you toxic people to come in and make her do the things that she did. She's a funny girl. Can I finish? She's a funny girl.
You never let me finish.
And I walked away when it became when I really was like, wow, this is gross. Was when you guys did, and it was you, what you did to Becca Scoops. That was gross. And so I was like, well, I don't want to be any part of that. So I walked away. I never recorded your live.
That's bullshit. You walked away because you got caught.
No, honey, I haven't been in Bree's lives in months.
You got caught and you got called out, and that is the truth of it.
So what if she did? Why does that earn her to be in danger by doxing? So
I don't remember anybody doxing her.
Of course you don't.
To do what they want to do. Why does that earn her a dox? So what if she was being two-faced? Who gives a shit?
That's fine. I'm not saying she deserved to be doxed. Don't twist what I'm saying. I'm not saying she deserves to be doxed. I'm saying that I don't remember that happening at all. And I'll ask Ray about it, but I don't think so. I don't think so.
That's very convenient.
You can call it convenience. You can call it whatever you want. We apparently have two different recollections of how things went down. All right? I know my people, and we don't just sit around like, oh, God, who can we dox today? It's not like that.
No, but
why was I lured into a live? A full-on
bad
live.
behavior. You're the mouthpiece that makes excuses for the bad behavior. So we're asking you the question,
I don't make
and
excuses.
You're giving the answers.
I will own whatever I do, and I don't owe anybody an explanation or an excuse for that, okay?
Well, you're here giving it.
That's just it.
You don't, but you're volunteering the information, so we're asking the question.
Yeah, you can ask me questions, and I'm going to tell you I'm owning what I do. I'm owning it, period.
But you're making.
We did not dox Karma Collector. It is a red herring.
We're not talking about him right now. We're talking about her.
Truth. I don't remember doxing this one. I don't even know her
Of course you don't.
information. And if I did, I'd tell you.
Well,
I'd tell you I know it.
I can send you back the screenshots and all the conversations we had, Sheena.
I would love to see anything you have.
We can ask Erin about it. I'm friends with Erin.
I am too. Very good friends. And yeah, I'll do that. I'll ask Erin. Yeah.
I'm not friends with
I
Erin,
just
but
think,
I'm
how do you
cool with
expect
Erin.
us to believe that that Gypsy's this changed, good, high moral person when you guys are all behaving?
I didn't say she's high moral. Keish, don't do that. Don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say high
you're
moral.
making her seem like she's trying to be a better person, but you guys aren't trying to be.
Tell me what you think. Please tell me what you think. This just made me sick. And I can't believe her. I don't want to change. I'm not going to change. Well, you know what? You're an idiot. Everybody strives to be a better person. Everybody does. It don't matter how old you are. And this idiot just showed what kind of idiot she is. And guys, this is the people that Gypsy's hanging out with. Tell me what you think. Love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.